All right, in the last video, we talked a little bit about the primary key, and then we talked also about the foreign key and how tables are related. Well, this relationship is how tables are related in SQL. Well, in relational databases. I guess I should put relational, because that's what we're talking about. We're talking about a relational database here. All right, so we have two tables. It looks like we have the vendor table, and it looks like we have, well, invoice ID, right? So this has got to be the invoice table. So we have this relationship between this key, right? You'll notice it's the same name. Here's the vendor ID. This is the primary key in the vendor table. And this is the what? The foreign key in the invoice table. And notice how they relate. So let's take a look at, now let me say, we should say that they have a one-to-many relationships. There are relationships between tables. So what's that mean? So one-to-many means you can have, we have Federal Express. Let's take a look at Federal Express. Here's a one, right? We have one vendor called Federal Express. Well, we can't have two because there is only one Federal Express. However, Federal Express can have many invoices, can't they? And they do. Look, they have one here, they have one here, they have one here, they have one here. That's what I mean by one. This is one to many relationship between these two tables. All right, so what do we see? We have a vendor ID in this one. You can see it's a monotonically increasing key. We learned that in the last lesson. It's the primary key, and it's the foreign key. It's the same thing, right? It's the same exact number in the invoice table. Now, we do have also a primary key. Here's the primary key, right? That's the primary key of the invoice table. And you can also see that it is a what? Right? It's unique, and it's a monotonically increasing key. All right, so this should make it easy, right? We can see that we have vendors up here. Let's take a look at Office Depot. 112 is his vendor ID. And if we come down, we can see, does he have anything in here? I don't see any 112s for Office Depot. Well, he doesn't have any invoices, does he? All right, none that we can see. Now, this table you can see over here, this table scrolls, so he might have some more. So let's see if we can go, what else can we find? 115. What is 115 in the vendor table? 115 in the vendor table is this guy. So this 115, we can tell this 115 belongs to the roadway packing system. All right? So it's pretty straightforward when you take a look at it this way. If you have any questions, it's a little confusing, but you're going to have to know this. These will be interview questions, I 100% guarantee.